What's going on, guys? So gonna take a step away from the CRX a little bit, and I've actually got an exhaust for my daily driver, which is just a 4-cylinder 4-banger Camaro. It's just what I daily drive. It gets the job done, but I wanted to see if I get a little better sound out of it. So I went ahead and got a part taken out of the box, all the packing, but it's the Borla ATAK full catback. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the garage open and get the car in the air, maybe do a before and after sound clip. Alright guys, got the old exhaust off, and time to get the new exhaust on. Alright guys, so as you just saw, the exhaust is done. I think it sounds pretty good. I actually went out and drove it for a little bit so it was warm when I did that startup and rev, but I think it sounds much better. During cruising, there's no drone at all. Once you're like at highway speed or just around town speed and just cruising, you would think the stock exhaust. It's very quiet, but when you get on it, it gets a little bit deeper tone. It sounds a little bit better, I would say. For a 4-cylinder exhaust, I think it sounds really good. Not raspy at all. Mufflers are very well tuned for this. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I kind of want to get a downpipe and see how much it changes the tone and maybe get it tuned. Again, this is just my daily driver, so I'm not trying to do anything crazy. But I am actually going to do a blow-off valve upgrade. So what I've heard is the factory diverter valve or blow-off valve is plastic and actually kind of weak. So there have been reports of leaky boost at higher RPM from it. So I went ahead and got a Go Fast bit upgrade. It just changes some of those plastic parts to metal. So I'm gonna do that real quick. It's supposed to be quick and simple. So I'm gonna knock that out real quick. I'm not gonna have any way to know if I actually do pick up boost earlier for sealing better, or if I'm gonna hold boost longer in RPM, because I don't have any way to data log it right now. Well, if I end up tuning it, I will get HP tuners and I will be able to see that, but I won't have a before and after unless I put the plastic one back on and then do a data log before and after with the metal one. So I'm just kind of going off hearsay, and it wasn't a very expensive upgrade, so if it helps, that's great. If not, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that on, and I think that's gonna be it for the upgrades on the daily. And after that, we can get back to the CRX. I've actually got one part that I probably should have had on this car a long time ago. I have got now, so I'm gonna probably install that in the next video. But yeah, let's get going on the rest of the daily. Alright guys, sorry it's a little windy out here if you can't hear me, but right down there, right here is the stock little diverter valve. I think they call it blow-off valve, diverter valve, whatever. And yeah, if you didn't know, the turbo Camaros, they have this tiny little TD04. You'd think they would maybe learn something from Subaru and those tiny little turbos, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the intake box off and get down to here. It looks like it's just 3 little Allen keys, Allen screws, and comes right off. Look at that tiny, tiny little fella down there. Itty bitty T04. Opening of this, size of the valve, diverter valve. Crazy tiny little guy. Alright guys, so here's the little factory diverter valve all out. Here's the GFB kit. I'll go ahead and see if I can unbox this real quick. Alright, so you get this metal housing, extension housing. I don't know why it extends it out, but that's part of it. You get this nice metal piston. Comes with another, I'm assuming this sits behind the piston. That comes in there. Comes with a new spring and extended bolts because of this deeper housing goes on to here. So you need those little bit longer bolts. Alright, so I got this little plastic ring. Alright, so there's a little ring that sits on here. You have to like pop out. And then here's the little piston that was just down inside here. Just popped it out. Pop this little plastic ring out. And then So what you do for all the GFB parts is a little spring goes in, that little guy goes on there. This guy has a little indentation right there that lines up with that guy. That goes on there. This spring goes in there. And this piston goes in there. And it's all done. You kind of have to hold it together while you bolt it back in the car. But yeah, that's it. The new metal kit. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this back in the car, plug it back in, get the intake back on, and maybe go drive it to see if I don't know if I noticed anything. I doubt it, but I'm gonna go ahead and try. Alright guys, kind of see it back there, barely, kind of, but GFB diverter valve is on, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this for a little drive. Alright guys, just got back from the drive with the diverter valve in and everything. Like I thought, like, I don't know, it maybe did something, maybe not. It was a cheap mod. I hear they leak, so I went ahead and did it. I will say the exhaust though, I'm really liking it. Nice deep tone, sounds really good when you get on it, and thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and next video is definitely going to be with the CRX. I have a couple of different things, so everyone I decide to grab and do, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, see you guys later.